Hey guys, welcome to week 38 of the Confidence Revolution. Today I want to talk to you about my friend, Dr. Elizabeth Newell. So, Elizabeth and I have been friends since the third grade. And so we are 33-ish now. So I can't do the math. How old are you in the third grade? 8? That's a long time. The math equals a long time. So we've been friends, we've seen each other through lots of things, and we lived in the same city for a while, and then lives took us different directions, and she went to college, a different place, but we always kept in touch, and we always had a great time together when we did manage to hang out with each other. But let me tell you a little bit about Elizabeth. She's sweet, she's kind, she's beautiful, she has 2 baby girls and a husband, and she has always been in my opinion, on the straight and narrow. So she has walked a straighter path than I have. She always minded her parents. She was a good girl, a good friend. Like, she never got in trouble. We never stayed out late together. We never partied together. Our friendship wasn't about that stuff. Our friendship was about pure joy. Honestly, like, it was just, or it is rather, just, it's always good, clean fun. We've maybe even never been drunk together. So it's possible to have friendships and not drink, guys. So when we were in our 20s, I was in college and grad school, I viewed Elizabeth as a good girl and me as a bad girl. I stayed out late, wore short clothes, dated guys I wasn't supposed to, did all that stuff. I didn't always make my parents proud, but I viewed her as the kind of person who did. And I was afraid of being judged by her. She never said a word. She never mentioned that she thought I was doing anything wrong. I just knew I didn't have my stuff together. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt that you couldn't be friends with somebody because they had their stuff together and you quite didn't? Like, they had a higher standard for their life than you did at the time, and so it made you kind of feel weird. So I pulled away from her, and after 4 or 5 years I realized what I had done, and rather why I had done it. So I sent her an email telling her that I was sorry. I was just afraid that I wasn't good enough. Like, I didn't have it together enough to be her friend. And she told me I was ridiculous and that she loved me and it didn't matter what I did, and that I was her friend. It felt amazing to hear her say all those things and write all those things. And we quickly came back together and enjoyed each other again without really even a bump in the road. And after years and years of that, what I realized was that she never told me what to do. She never told me to get my life together or even gave me advice. All she did was provide a steady source of love. A steady source of love. She never wavered. And so, as I get older, I get wiser, hopefully. And I realize that we don't have to tell people what to do. We can just love them as they are through all their stages, and eventually that will lift them up. That will help them rise to the next level of their lives. That will help them walk into the joy that they've always wanted to have. Listen, we're all walking our own journeys. We're all walking them on our own timeline. We have to realize that we can't force someone into something, that we can't judge them into being better. We can only love them into being better. So if you want to help someone, if you want to heal someone, if you want to be a good sister, a good brother, a good friend, a good wife, a good husband, all you have to do is provide a steady, constant source of unwavering love, and eventually the person that you will lift the person that you love out of the hole that they're in. So Elizabeth Garza Newell, Garza's her maiden name. I love you, girl, and thank you so much for loving me into the person I was supposed to be. May God's grace and peace be with you. I'll see you guys next week.